everyone. Today, I'm solving this case. I'm doing it. I will. I don't know who the killer is, but I will solve this. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Oh, Mia's still here. Uh-oh, she was even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please! You know, we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. Yeah, we have the picture book. Don't worry. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. That's for sure. It was never going to be easy. I got this easy. Hi, edgy boy. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Sal Manella to the stand. Or that director. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me. I'm the director. I made the Steel Samurai. Noob. Ruffle. Sal Manella. I'm a director. Television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Exactly. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. I was at the studios from around 9 o'clock that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch at the employee area. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. Wait, no, there were plates there, though. We were in the meeting until around 4 o'clock. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Great. Yeah. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. But WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Oh right, that's the length. Which of course lets me missing my lunch. Roffs. Roffs? Rolling on the floor, starving? So in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix? Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? Yeah, it's contradictory. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manella? What do you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Wait, lunch there. No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Really a man who likes to eat. I'd suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat it? We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. What were you discussing? The Steel Samurai's story and our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I kind of can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting. You didn't take a single break? Well... Yeah, not a one. Yes, you did! What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only you had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Wait a second. Mr. Manila, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate a T-bone steak during a break? Oops, Raffle. Well? Mr. Manila, what's all this about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor? I call on the witnesses testified to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing. Yeah, what does that mean? We took a break, Raffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15? That's only 13 in base 2. 15? 2:15 is when the monkey statue fell. Hey, there's a time to slip away. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder at Studio 1, lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak if you ask me. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Oh, this is so shit. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plates on that table. Oh, right. The other one was Diva's. D. Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat. Why is that? I have to say, you look like a guy who gets through his meals pretty fast. Oh, don't fat shame him. Well, I was facing a cold, slightly chewy T-bone steak. Even I have to take my time eating that kind of food. Well, Phoenix? That testimony was too short to wring any kind of useful information out of. All you have to do is prove that he was able to go to Studio 1 in that time. Oh great. Is that all? I mean... $2:30, $2:15. I don't know know if this is the right thing to shoot at, though. What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30? That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. Oh god. Do I press it again? Can I press it again? No, I didn't mean to press that. My bad. I'm sorry. No. I pressed the wrong button. Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with the murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1? Yes, I am. Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? I claim it, and I claim it loud! If I agree to let everyone in the trailer off the hook, then the trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time of the break in the meeting. With 15 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility. I suppose you might say that. Alright, I've got the judge thinking now. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright. What's your point, Edgeworth? You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record. The court record? Surely you knew that from 2:15 to 4 o'clock the path between the studios were blocked? Miss Monkey's head had fallen across the path. Whoa, you're right. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Miss Monkey's head barred the way. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow, I feel no desire to correct him. No counter-argument, Mr. Wright? And I'm afraid you lose this round. I'm crying inside. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stands. What? It's over. Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They, therefore, have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no other than Mr. Powers could have worn that day. All that is lacking decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we have that, then I'm afraid we have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor? Prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence, a witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Did I fuck up? Order! I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for the recess. Ah, Jesus. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi... I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia? Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in that trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kind of seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If If you're innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us, and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all. You. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. I'm crying inside. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with this cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackett to the stand. He's too short. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, we're right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness. What? Just because you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around. Cody? Answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the incident? You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with that beard over there? Just, Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer reading. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had a bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. I don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix? I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. He did. You'd better make a note of it in the court record. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. I want to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so the old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been a time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, I was relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? The Steel Samurai? Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. He looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? What sort of bad guy was it? A guy, a person, kinda tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know, he was kinda far away. Huh, he's being awfully vague. What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kinda didn't move, not a bit, like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. You didn't have his camera? I thought you take it with you everywhere. He always carries it. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you? Uh-oh, was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? Dude, you're not that... Oh. It's, a digital camera, Your Honor? It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody. I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney, no one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera, so what? You got a problem with that? So you did have the camera. And did you use this camera? Well, why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. Yeah, I had my camera with me. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy, wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai rules. Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? That was so... Oh. So, why didn't you use it? He's getting to that. Relax and listen. I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. There's no way you didn't take a picture. So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once? No. Okay, then tell us exactly what happens. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Okay. So the bad guy attacked him first? Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see. And what happened next? What? Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. So something like that. He's still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? You know, the weirdest thing is he could have said he stabbed him, but he didn't. According to Cody, he didn't stab him. I should press him harder. I need to know if he stabbed him. Cody. What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah? So what? Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murder uses a samurai slap? Ugh. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Exactly. Order. Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how you might have missed something so vital? That's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer? We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Maybe the photo? He was trying to get a picture? Or he was watching something else? But contains photos of every victory seed and every battle the Steel Samurai has won. Maybe he was trying to take a picture. Yeah, exactly. Has to be that. Show evidence, please. Your Honor, I have evidence. Come on, he was trying to take a picture. This has to be it. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? It's either the camera or this. But it has to be this. He was trying to take a picture of it. Please. Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah! Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at this critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Yes! Hey! Bullseye. Well, what's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could have just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. But very well. Cody? Could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. No photo? Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happens, yep. Oh, God. This is so ass. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure. But I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Come on, please. He saw them fighting. Okay, whatever. Steel Samurai just escaped from the clutches of the villain? So you did see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely? Moving strangely? The wimp? Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really did tried. Lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground. And the Steel Samurai. You just saw him on the ground. But did you see any blood? That's all. Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would've once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? No, he definitely would've taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye? How did you know? Oh. I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Well, wow. This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody? I took a few shots, but I was too late, so I erased them. No! You erased them? Yeah! Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know. But why would I want to keep a picture like that? He's becoming less and less cooperative. I better find a clear contradiction soon, or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. It's a digital camera. Do you even know how to erase stuff? Why would he erase it? You know, I could do this, or I could do this, because he doesn't know. Does he know how to erase it, is the question? Or contains photos of every victory seen in every battle Steel Samurai has won. Why'd he erase that? Oh, it's one of these. Does he know how to erase them? Does he? Or is it this? Photos of... Cause why wouldn't he? He surely has it, right? Or the fact that it's a digital camera. They're too similar. Why would you erase them? It's a victory scene. Oh no! Oh no! I picked the wrong one! Oh no! Please! Hold on, please. Please. It's the other one, I'm crying inside! I picked the wrong one, of course I did! Cody? Yeah, I figured it was more of the motive rather than that. He would have had the picture. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Oh, so I had evidence in there. You know, you could at least open it the other day and show me what's in it, but okay. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow, wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody? Did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Ah! Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called A Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's the perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in his album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No way! No way! Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. But Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually? Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos you took? The Steel Samurai didn't win? I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted these photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell them the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way! No! It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever! Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order! I will have order! Wait a second. Steel Samurai lost. It's a conspiracy theory. What if Jack Hammer was the one wearing the Steel Samurai costume? That's why it was never found. The Steel Samurai costume was gone, right? So... Well, they did... The police said they found a Steel Samurai costume, but... Still could have been Jack Hammer wearing it. Maybe he was trying to frame Will Powers for something? Well, witness, I mean Cody, is this true? Well, what did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Cody? That day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Wow, okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down, but then he didn't move. Order! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet, according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? Steel Samurai was the victim. Yeah, the Steel Samurai is the victim. That's weird, but it's true. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Exactly. Order! So the Steel Samurai in this photograph. You're saying the man in the costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury. But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio One already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1:00 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Cameron left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take his nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought that the steel samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. Give me. What? Show us quick. No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that. Now! Here, this is it. Huh? What's odd about it? Studio 2! 2! Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. No, but it shows him going to Studio 2. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. Yes, it is! I'll give it back. No! Wait, Phoenix, it's Studio 2! Mia, what? Look at the photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. But what? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly, I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. Studio 2! Yeah! Right here, Studio 2! I think it's here. You seem to be lacking even more confidence than usual. I suppose that's because I'm not confident about it at all. Maybe you want to rethink your case, Mr. Wright? Yes, please, Your Honor. It's Studio 2! Hello? What? It's still Studio 2. What's weird about it? Okay, how about this one? Your Honor, look at— okay, I just had to press on that one? Okay, fine. Your Honor, look at this. I see. A gate? Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Oh yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? Ah! I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible. What's all this about? Please explain so I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use a studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here's the true scene of the crime. Okay, I will. It's Studio 2, baby! Here, at Studio 2. I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. Huh? Oh, the path was blocked. Yeah, the path was blocked. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony. Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet, in actuality, the reverse is true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person, that security guard, Miss Oldbad, saw the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a Seal Samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness! Jack Hammer is the victim! The victim! Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did it to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. I think he was trying to commit a murder in that costume and get Mr. Will Powers arrested because his popularity was waning, right? So the only way that he can like get his popularity back is if he threw Will Powers under the bus by committing a murder, quote unquote, as him. Or do you have some proof? Give me proof that the victim Jack Hammer stole the costume. I have proof. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Not that they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I don't have proof, but I have proof that Will Powers was drugged. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. Oh, this is weird. One, we have this. Could be this, but we just talked about that. It could be this. I don't know if this is good enough proof. It's not exactly the right statement, but it's proof that he could have drugged Will Powers. I'm actually less sure now. Because I know... The thing about this is we know that Jack Hammer knows that Will Powers... I want to present this. This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Oh, hell yeah. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes? But there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. We don't have time for fingerprint. Maybe we should just test Powers' blood. Right? An idea? Continue. Run a test of Powers' blood. You should find traces of the sleeping pills. This much time after the day of the murder? Even if there were traces, it still proves nothing. No blood test could tell Hammer was the one who drugged him, Mr. Wright. Oops. I should have tested fingerprints, but realistically, you can't get prints that fast. I guess in this universe you can. He's right. Darn. That didn't work. Time to try another idea. Your Honor, I have an idea. Fine, let's try for fingerprints, God. An idea? Well, very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprint should show up on this bottle. You can't get fingerprints that quickly. I did so... Okay. If you didn't know this about me, I'm writing a police procedural novel. And I learned that you don't get fingerprints very fast. So I guess I gotta set aside some realism for this universe. People in my Discord did mention that this world is a little messed up and crime is a little, you know, it goes really quick. So I guess in this universe they can get prints just like the snap of the finger, I guess. Okay. I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. No way you get it that fast, bro. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hacken's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jackhammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answers to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well, court is adjourned. Is still going? I'm crying inside. Woo, that was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Maybe I should take up a career in acting? I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Oh, of course we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks. Okay, well, there goes my perfect little streak of taking no damage in trials, but honestly, this one was a little weird. I thought it was kind of like the other way around. I was basically trying to prove that during that whole thing with the statue falling is that someone from Studio 2 could have, well, the murder took place there, which is what I theorized would be the case there. And then in that time before the statue fell, they were able to move Jackhammer's body to Studio 1. So that's why there would be time to do everything. But because we hadn't gone there that far yet, that me trying to still convince the court that there was time in that little lunch break for someone to have committed the murder was like a plausible thing, so that's why I took damage there, which makes sense. It's confusing. The other thing, that's my blunder, but yeah. Interesting case. I'm genuinely afraid that these cases are gonna get really hard. My voice is really tired, but I kind of want to continue today. I feel like I should. Well, anyways, I hope you enjoyed my pain trying to solve this case. I'm reaching in a lot of places, but hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Mwah.